Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is October 16th, 2022, and this is the Sunday live stream at the start of the market open, or at the market open for the week for the US dollar currency index, what we believe on this channel to be the market mover, not just for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but also traditional markets. So let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about if we've just seen from Bitcoin and most cryptocurrencies a bull market confirmation. Obviously, there is no such thing as an objective sort of, complete, one-off confirmation. But if it's a sign, just one more thing to confirm the change in trend, the large change in trend, right? From 500 days down, 200 days sideways, and finally back up. All right, so that's what we're going to have a look at today. If that interests you, then tune in. Guys, I hope you're having a great Sunday. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's get into it. All right. So let's start off with what I was showing on the thumbnail, which is this total crypto market cap chart, okay? And it's very much like the Bitcoin chart, but the reason I want to look at the total crypto market cap is because, right, Bitcoin is, if this is indeed the start of the bull market, Bitcoin's going to be lagging a bit, okay? We can see that in Bitcoin dominance, which we're going to look at in a bit, but we should also see that by looking at other altcoins and seeing them go up much more than Bitcoin, okay? So that's why I want to look at the total crypto market cap, which is every single last asset in crypto, right? All aggregated together. And what we're seeing here in this chart, quite simply, right, without complicating it too much, is a W pattern, okay? You have two vertices, and it's really interesting because when you're double bottoming like this is a classic reversal pattern, okay? Reversals come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, but this is a classic one, right? You have your V-shaped recoveries and your W-shaped recoveries, all right? This is on the large time frame, a W-shaped recovery, and this is basically bouncing on the bottom or on support of this 120, however long it is. Let's see. 120 or so day range, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to focus in on this right here, okay? And like here you talk about, in charts, you talk about fractals, right? Like patterns within patterns within patterns. Like here you can see this W reversal pattern, and also here you can see a W pattern as well. Okay, so we're gonna have a quick look at that fractal. So let's dive in the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, and so the 4-hourly time frame does show us once again an interesting some interesting price action, really interesting, okay? Obviously, you have a bunch of chop right here, okay? And this is a very, very likely a B wave, okay? What you're seeing right here. This is an impulse, right? It looks like a 5-wave impulse right down here, okay? Let's see. It's probably wave 2's in there somewhere, up there somewhere, okay? But that's what it looks like. You see a 5-wave impulse, a B wave, which is basically a complex correction of some sort that retraces between 0.5 and 618 of the prevailing impulse, and then you finish the trend. So this is a classic zigzag, A, B, C zigzag correction, okay? Like this, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. And what do you have? You have a great V-shaped recovery right here, okay? So you came down to these levels, you V-shaped recovered, and from that, you retrace a bit, okay? And so let's now look at this. And this is really interesting to me because, as I said on Saturday, the time we took recovering or retracing from this. So this is clearly an impulsive move, right? It goes up really fast. It's very quick. It's impulsive, right? That's an impulsive move. And you basically made a higher high. So you were coming down in 5 waves. You made your higher high right here. What happened is you came back down to retest this break of resistance. You pretty much changed the trend. The trend was coming down. You went up past it and you came right back down. And because you took much longer, right? This right here took much longer than this. According to Elliott wave theory, waves of the same degree are equal and opposite, or I like to say comparable in time and in price. We know that this is not a wave 1, wave 2 situation, because in wave 1, wave 2, typically what you see is if it takes 10 hours to go up, it takes 10 hours to go down, or 10 or so hours, just comparable. The time in this retracement is way too long for that to be a 1-2 situation. What it must be is, quite simply, a B wave. So what you're looking at here is now the trend change. A, B, boom, C. This should be the beginning of the bull market. This this impulsive wave ending this sort of this zigzag, right? So just like we saw a zigzag to the downside on the higher time frames. You saw this zigzag to the downside. This is another zigzag, except to the upside. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, okay, another corrective wave, sure. That doesn't necessarily mean that the bear market's over. That doesn't necessarily mean that the bull market started. Why would you say that? Okay, now let's look at this more carefully, right? If you zoom back out, just now you have to use your understanding of the context, because you're absolutely correct. Just because you zigzag to the upside does not a bull market doesn't mean the bear market's over. You can retrace to the upside in a bear market all day. You've seen them, you know. Bear markets, nothing goes in a straight line. But if you're double bottoming, right, on a high time frame, right? This is the 120-day double bottom. And you're moving from this area, you're moving up. This is highly likely a W reversal for the bear market, okay? Because so again, you're assuming that this move right here is going to continue up to this level, right? And past this level. That's the assumption, right? But you can't get this move without first bouncing at this level. If your bear market were to continue, one of those ways you would know is that you lost this level and then you continue to the downside, right? This would just be a failed reversal. But what you see, not only in the price action, but also in your momentum indicators, is you're completely bottomed down on the daily time frame, so oversold, and you double bottom. Again, you see those double bottoms. I don't exactly know why it is that double bottoms typically denote reversals. You typically hit something twice in momentum or in price action. Sometimes it's 3 times, sometimes it's twice, but it's typically more than one hit. Okay, and even those V-shaped recoveries, in context, they're always in context. If it's actually a recovery, in context of there's more than one test of a support level or of a resistance level. You see what I mean? So it's highly likely, in context of what we're seeing, that if we do continue up, we're not just going to stop mid range. We're not just going to stop here. Okay, we're going to keep going and test the range highs. and eventually break the range highs, which would be another confirmation of a bull market reversal or bear market reversal. Yeah, however you want to say it. Okay, so that's my take on what we just did. Okay, and yeah, on the smaller time frame, it's a very bullish. It's a very bullish pattern. Okay, this is quintessential bullish pattern. It's the Tesla logo. It's an inverse head and shoulders. This is a textbook inverse head and shoulders. And again, we know these patterns, inverse head and shoulders, they're bullish patterns, but they're only confirmed once you break the neckline. Okay, and this neckline of this inverse head and shoulders has been broken right here. Okay, do you see that? You just broke the neckline. You confirm this pattern, and your distance traveled will be about here. So you should come at least here to this level. And if you do come to this level, then you're also, again, it's a chain reaction. You're making another bullish pattern. All this. And then you come to this level. If you break that, then you confirm this, and then you go, again, the height of this pattern. Do you see what I mean? And then chain reaction up the line, and you're just in impulse. That's the definition of impulse. It's breaking resistances repeatedly, making higher highs, retesting them, resistances as support, and then continuing up the line. So that's what I'm seeing in the total cryptocurrency market cap. Now, that is everything all put together. However, now let's look at certain assets. Right? Let's just look at certain assets by themselves. Okay? And guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me 1 second. Let me check one thing. Okay, cool. Okay. So you can see that Bitcoin did break this level right here. Okay, and made this move. Retested, and now is coming back again. Okay? So you're getting what you were looking at on Saturday, this 535, okay? This is a zigzag, just like you saw in the total cryptocurrency market cap. This is a move to the upside. And somebody asked me, well, is this a zigzag or is this a 5-wave sequence? They're one and the same, because the end of any corrective pattern is always a 5-wave sequence. And in this case, we know the direction is up because you initiated the initial break of structure. The A wave made a higher high with this. You made 3 waves down, consolidate for a long time. You're going up. And the great thing about this is that even though this is not a wave 1, wave 2 situation, the really good news about this being corrective is that you're not really bound right here. This is B, right? This is the A wave. This is a B wave right here. The C wave can be the same length as the A wave, or similar length as the A wave, but it can also be much bigger. It can also be much, much, much bigger, okay? So this really pushing out and being significantly larger than this wave is another confirmation that, okay, you're in bull market territory, okay? And again, kind of like what you saw in the total cryptocurrency market cap, you came, you made a higher high, retested it, you consolidated. This is primed for reversal, okay? So that's on the smaller time frames, okay? So that's Bitcoin looking great. Obviously, Bitcoin's doing its thing, but as you'll see in just my watch list, a lot of other assets are up much more than Bitcoin. And that's, again, a testament to what you should, experience, what we should be experiencing in this alt season, right? Here's exactly what you're expecting from Bitcoin. 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. Now you consolidate, and then you continue. Do you understand? Like, you're looking into the future right here, because this is an altcoin, and as you can see, most altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's up 117 right now. Cardano's up 132, DOT's up 234, and so on and so forth. There are few altcoins that are doing less than Bitcoin. And if they seem to be doing less, it's because they're ahead already in some way, shape, or form. Dogecoin, RSR, they started their bull markets before. So if I go on a higher time frame, I could show you that they're already at the top of their consolidation reversal pattern that they've been in for 150 days, right? Whereas Bitcoin's still towards the bottom of that. So this is exactly what we expected, right? Given the fact that here you're dealing with an alt season where altcoins outperform Bitcoin as we expect them to do. Okay, so here you can see it in synthetics: 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. This is a perfect zigzag right here. And here the C wave was about the same length as the B wave. Do expect a consolidation right here at this level of resistance. Okay, a dip down for wave 2 and a continuation. That's the start of your bull run for synthetics. Do you understand? Like, you could say it was here, or you could say it's right here, because this is actually the first impulsive wave, because this one technically was corrective right here, right? So this is what we're seeing throughout the market, which is really cool and, you know, very encouraging for bulls. And it seems like it's been forever. We've been in this crypto market waiting for the bull market to start, waiting for the bear market to end. And things seem that they take forever, especially when you're looking at them every day and you're expecting them. But, you know, here it is. A lot later than I personally thought, but here it is. It's highly likely that this is the beginning of the bull market, not just for synthetics, but for a lot of other assets in the cryptocurrency market. Yeah. So that's basically my take. Now let's have a look. Why do we have this stream at this time? It's so that we can experience the DXY, okay, at opening. Right, the DXY is the market mover, and it opens for pre-trading at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 p.m. is the official open, and we did get a gap down here. Okay, so it opened and gapped down, and so essentially we got our rejection at resistance. Here we plotted it out. If you guys remember, it's a little messy, but if you follow, I showed how I'm seeing 2 degrees of AB basing. So I'm seeing these 2 corrective waves as my first degree, and these 2 blue corrective waves or purple corrective waves as my second degree, and then this as my pivot right here. This as my pivot. Maybe it's coming back up right here. So 3 waves up, 3 waves down. 1, 2, 3 waves up perhaps. And then finally a rejection. So I would not be surprised just because we gapped down. I think this was the B wave. Okay. Yeah, this was the B wave of the B wave. Okay, so do you see what I mean? This is wave 1. This is wave 2. So I do expect us to come back to this region before the total and complete rejection of this level. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing on the DXY. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. That's pretty much it. That's the DXY. That's the total market cap. That's Bitcoin. We can go through some specific assets if you guys like, but I don't really have much else. I mean, things are looking really bullish right now. Bitcoin's got this really bullish hammer candle right here on the 4-hourly time frame, cross bullish right here on the momentum indicator. Same thing with Cardano. Polkadot. I mean, everything looks really, really, really bullish, right? Everything looks really bullish. Ethereum looks quite bullish. Let's see what that looks like on the hourly time frame. Oh yeah, that looks really bullish. That looks really, really, really bullish. That looks really bullish. Synthetics we already saw. VRA. VRA right now looks like it's got quite a bit of selling pressure at this level. It's looking like it wants to do something right like this before continuing. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. It's like, you know, you look at these other assets, you don't see all that selling pressure, and they did retest these lows. You see what I mean? VRA has yet to retest these lows. It looks like you need that move down to resolve that, you see? And it's kind of here in overbought territory, whereas you look at a lot of these other assets, they came back down to oversold territory before making their move up. You know, Bitcoin as well. You came down, you triple bottomed here. Looks good for a reversal, but VRA looks like, I would not be surprised if it came down just right here to this zone right here, around 3.6. Grabbed some liquidity before moving back up. ZIL looks good. Irvane looks good. Cadena looks like it's in the middle of one of these. Just come right back down to complete it. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It looks like it completed its zigzag. A, B, C right here. And then you put in your wave 2 correction, and then you keep it moving. Okay. And that would be consistent with, let's see, looks like this took about 1 day 6 hours, and this wave 2 correction could take a little longer. Wouldn't be surprised if it did. Okay, for Cadena. Litecoin looks like it's about to go. Looks like it's about to go. Looks like it's putting in that impulsive wave for the C, right? 5 waves up, 3 waves down. I think this was wave 1 of the impulse, and then you're gonna put the 5 waves up. Okay. So yeah, a lot of these assets are looking really bullish. And again, bull market, bear market, not everything's going to do exactly the same thing at exactly the same time. But by and large, things are pumping. Things are pumping. Here you got Dodo. Let's see, what is it doing? Came back down. I remember that move. Came up here. Looks like, okay, this looks like it put in the 5 waves. It put in some 5, yeah, this looks like it put in 5 waves. And now it's retracing for, you know, its third wave. So it looks like it's in wave 2, and it started wave 2 here, you know, and that initial break of structure targeted wave 4 of the previous trend. That's what it looks like to me. I think Dodo is in wave 2. XRP looks like it's set to continue its run up, right? If we zoom out, we can see XRP is at the top it's at the top of its consolidation reversal pattern of 130-40 days. So it just looks like it's continuing here. 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. Peter Chin says, hey, what's up? So, I mean, if nobody has anything in particular they want me to look at, I might just call it a stream. Just make it short and sweet for this Sunday. But, I mean, this is great. This is relieving. I mean, it's tough to be in crypto, right? Especially these days when you're waiting for a large reversal. At least most people, well, I don't know if most people are, but some people are. And I know some people, some quote-unquote serious speculators, analysts are saying that Bitcoin's going to 3K or something like that. It's crazy, but I mean, a lot of people are looking for reversals, are looking for moves up, and we've been going sideways for hundreds of days, it seems. Maybe 120, 150 days. That's a long time, okay? May not be the longest time in the world, but when you're looking at this shit every day, it feels like forever. So it's very, very comforting to finally get these strong moves up, to have these divergences play out, right? Remember, we were looking at here. Let me erase this. I was showing you guys strong bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which you don't get. It's like seeing a zebra in the middle of Manhattan. Just, I mean, like, it's pretty crazy. Strong bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, right? You take this low right here, you're making a lower low here, you're making a higher high. Strong bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. It's amazing. And if it does play out, I mean, that's another point. That's another data point for, okay, this is the bottom. Because if we move out of this, you're not going to print strong bullish divergence on the weekly and just kind of peter out, right? Especially if on the smaller time frames, this is moving up. So it's very, very promising for the bullish case. It's very promising. Nothing's 100%, but there's just a case to be made for this being the bear market bottom, and this move up being the start of the bull market is very strong. Okay, and again, that's the start of the bull market in Bitcoin, because I've been saying for quite some time, certain assets have already started their bull markets, right? RSR in some ways has already started. XRP has already started, right? Because it's come out of these bear market bottoms. You know, you're going to consolidate, going sideways for 130-40 days, and you pop out. That's the start of the bull market, and you consolidate. You're treating this resistance, the top of this 140-day consolidation reversal pattern, you're retesting it as support before continuing. That is the start of a bull market. So if you want to talk bull markets, you have to specify the asset. That's why I specify and say the start of Bitcoin's bull market. The start of XRP's bull market was back in September. Okay, start of reserve rights bull market, you could say, was back in September as well. Even though this reversal or this retest is corrective because it's beyond the 618, you could still say the start of its bull market was back in September, because you're just making higher highs, right? Some people define bull market simply as being higher highs, whether, you know, you're breaching the 618 or not. So yeah, this is basically it, you know, buying these lows and not necessarily trying to trade small time frames, but buying these lows and making sure your positions are viable, if they're leverage positions, obviously, and setting it and forgetting it for a few months and letting everything play out. So Young Dasa says, you seen the little pump today on Bitcoin on the weekend? Yeah, I mean, look, just like I said before, I think I said this on Friday, we don't typically see, well, we can get moves on the weekend, and there's data to prove this. Like, some people who think that we don't get moves on the weekend, it's not true. Why the weekend's important, why the weekend sometimes is not that important, is basically because the DXY stops trading on Saturday. From Friday at 5 p.m., the DXY stops, and it only starts again on Sunday at 5. Or, sorry, on Sunday at 6, right? So, between Friday evening, close of business, and the opening of the DXY on Sunday at 6, you have no movement. And if that is the market mover, that is the underlying asset for all markets, it's no wonder you sometimes don't get that much action on weekends, on Saturdays specifically, because on Sundays you can see a lot of big moves, right? And there's research to show this, because we have so much market data. There's research dispelling the whole myth that weekends don't produce any consequential price action. The other thing is, typically, what you're going to get on the weekend is wherever the trend has been created on Friday. So on Friday, we saw that we were testing resistance and sort of looking to break down from resistance. So that's the move we got on the weekend. Basically, DXY going down, crypto, assets, equities, all that stuff going up. Okay, I still do think that this is going to retest right here before going down. But it's going to be a quick retest if I'm correct, because this is going to be This is going to be 1, 2, 3. Do you see? It's just the impulsive, every last wave of every corrective move is impulsive. So I think we still need to put that in before this B wave is complete. And this B wave being complete will then yield an impulse down. Okay, and I think if we turn on our momentum indicators, we can see the same. Yep, you see that. You're printing bullish divergence on the DXY right now on the 15-minute time frame, which confirms, or it doesn't confirm, because this isn't confirmed yet, but it corroborates my hunch at this being incomplete. So when this cross, this is going to come up. This is going to come up quickly, because this is a 15-minute time frame. You reject here, and then it's really a free-for-all. Every asset in crypto, stocks, is just going to moon as this just plummets. Okay? And you can see probably on the higher time frames. Yep. See, on the hourly time frame, you're already oversold. 4-hourly time frame, oversold. Do you see what I mean? Daily time frame, you're getting there, but you're already crossed bearish. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the DXY, and that's how I think, I think that's the best way to read weekend price action. Just look at the DXY, see what the DXY is likely to do. Whether it gaps up or gaps down is it's not that important. I think what's important is the general trend it's making, and that trend was, it's oversold, so it was likely to gap down. And even though it comes back up, fills the gap, it's going to go back down. Yeah, definitely. Young Daza says, yes, sir, another move down on the DXY. DXY, the market mover, literally. Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, so everything's looking great. I mean, it's just taken, an ungodly amount of patience right now for anybody in this market looking for the big moves to the upside, but I think that patience will soon bear fruit, very, very soon, because we're literally looking at the end of the DXY flirting at high levels of resistance, okay? And it's been there for quite some time. And we're looking at the bottom of a lot of these assets, right? Obviously, there are a few assets, like I said, XRP, maybe RSR, you can say, already started moving up, but most assets are at the bottom, right? Literally on the bottom. So if you've accumulated these regions and you've been waiting for these moves up, I mean, you're very, 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 very close to getting what you've been waiting for, which is a huge move up, the start of the bull market. And look how depressed and distressed these assets are. I just can't imagine people thinking short on the cryptocurrency market right now. I don't know a single indicator, high time frame indicator, a single indicator. I mean, you have like Pule multiple, you have the hash rate, every single indicator, greed and fear is telling you like this is a macro bottom, right? So I just don't get the bearish view, and like people who like charge people for courses saying it's going to 3,000. It's insane. Everything's possible, but that's such a low probability proposition. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I think a lot of those people are coming from the understanding that, oh, there's a war and there's inflation and CPI reports, and so they think they can figure out the market based off of fundamental news and fundamental occurrences. And I guess they still haven't learned, like, that doesn't really move the market. The market is the time, it's all about timing, and that you can't time the market with those fundamental sort of occurrences, or at least I've never seen that to be the case. And I've never seen anybody put forth a serious case for, every time, Bloomberg or CNBC said this, then that happened, Anyway, that's why we look at charts and price action. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If there's nothing else, nobody wants me to look at anything. Okay, yeah, Young Dasa says, let's have a look at Zcash. Sure. Let's have a look at Zcash real quick. Zcash. Okay, let's just zoom out real quick. Not 4-day. Okay. Just like, this is the bottom. This is a strong support right here. This is a strong support level. So this support level was support in 2021, right? We're basically back to this support level. And this, to me, on a high time frame, really high time frame, it looks corrective. Does not look impulsive. It looks corrective. But it looks like you got 5 waves, but correctively, okay? And then you have some sort of 3-wave move, okay? That looks like a pivot. This looks like a pivot to me, and this looks like the 3-wave move. Actually, the 3-wave move ended here. 1, 2, 3, right here. Right there. Okay, and everything since that date. When was this? May 12th, yeah. You got your consolidation reversal, which is exactly what you see throughout most of the market, most of the altcoin market. May 12th, orthodox low, which is exactly what I'm reading on Zcash. So this right here is your 150 plus day consolidation reversal pattern, and it's particularly bullish in that it's a falling wedge. Okay, and falling wedges tend to be bullish. So you made your orthodox low here. This is your big A, this is your big B, this is your small A, this is your small B. Sorry, this is your small B, this is your pivot. So I'm seeing this as a complete consolidation reversal pattern with 2 degrees of AB basing. And again, it's consistent with the rest of the cryptocurrency market, or like 95-98% of the cryptocurrency market that I've read I've never, most altcoins made that orthodox low on May 12th. And I've said that tons on this channel. If you follow my work, you'll see that's true. And this time is, you've just been waiting 150 plus days for this consolidation reversal to happen. And people who say, oh, no, we've got a lot lower to go, or we're gonna consolidate for 6 more months or something like that, like, they, I think, are not able to read the fact that we've been consolidating for 6 months, quite literally. we hit the lows of the bear market and consolidated for 6 months. That happened. We went sideways for 6 months. Okay, Bitcoin was a little less. Okay, Bitcoin, you see, it's 120 days, but in these altcoins, 150 plus days, and that's what I see. And so you're pulling out. Here, I don't see bullish divergence, right? Lower low, which is okay on the daily time frame, but you may be seeing. Do you see bullish divergence on the smaller time frames? I don't see let's see. I don't see any particular bullish divergence on the smaller time frames. But no divergence doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get the move. Let's see. I'm looking at this right here. Okay, this again, it's a 5-3-5 situation. The trick is the 5 waves before are easy to read. It's always tricky to read the 5 intermittent, the sort of the 3 wave correction. Looks to me like we're putting in some sort of A, B, C. Is this it? And is this the reversal? I think so. I think so for many reasons, okay? Like this, there's no way, and this is where Elliott wave helps us, right? If this is wave 1, there's no way this is wave 2, because it just took too long. Do you see what I mean? And when I first started counting Elliott waves, I didn't really, I didn't get there. I wasn't as circumspect with that guideline. I didn't use that in my analysis. So sometimes things like this would have confused me more than they should. But yeah, this goes down 6 hours. This consolidation, whatever it is, has already taken, oh shit, took 6 hours. It's possible that this is a wave 2 situation. That's a possibility. Okay? That's a possibility right here. Because the time is right. The price is right. Okay? It's possible that you can be coming down and completing this. Okay? Right here. Before continuing. Okay? That is a possibility. So that your flat correction, your intermittent flat correction, do something like this before going up in a short time frame. Let me just zoom back. Bitcoin looks different. You see how Bitcoin's a little different right there? And remember, let's go back to Zcash. This move, if it's a zigzag, you're respecting this right here. Whatever this is the maximum retracement in aggregate. Okay, you can wick a little bit beyond that, but you're kind of beholden to that. Now, is it possible that we're finished and this is 535? Yeah. And then this is the reversal? Yeah, absolutely. And just looking at Bitcoin, right, looks like that's finished, because Bitcoin looks like it put in, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, hold up. Looks like this to me is B wave, and this is a consolidation reversal. I'm not exactly sure how to read this, to be honest with you guys. I'm guessing that's what it is. Okay. Again, the guess is educated, and it's based off of, you know, understanding what a zigzag looks like and the maximum retracement for a zigzag. But, you know, you do still have some real estate to go here. Let's see. 3 waves up, down. 3 waves up. 5 waves down. Can you be doing this? This is a possibility. This is a possibility. That's a possibility. Okay. In Cardano, I do not think it is. And I'll tell you why. Look at this. You're already maxed out in Cardano with your retracement. Although there's no telling, there's no saying, it doesn't absolutely have to be a zigzag right here. This can be a flat correction. This could be a flat correction that comes down like this before continuation. So that's a possibility. That's a possibility. And if our DXY is going to make that move up, okay, it's just confirmed a bullish divergence. Okay, these bullish divergences don't always play out, but if it does, on the 15-minute time frame, okay, if it does, then while it's going up, I think Bitcoin and most cryptos will go down that last little bit before moving back up. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Now, not everything. Oh, this is at resistance right here, so it does have to correct. See, for Litecoin, for instance, I think this is clear. 3, 3, 5. That's done. Or, I mean, that could be, I mean, corrective waves are a bitch to read. Okay, this could be corrective wave 1. This could be corrective wave 2. And then this could be corrective wave 3. Do you see what I mean? It's tough to say. The momentum indicator is saying that what I just drew up is likely. 3, 3, 5, right? Like that. Because you see it's cross bullish on the hourly. Let's see on the 4-hourly. You're cross, cross bearish, cross bullish on the 4-hourly. You're also crossed bullish on the 15. I don't know, which is typically what, you know, that's what, let's see. If this crosses here, that's bearish divergence right there. And so this move is likely. I want to say this is likely, given what the DXY is likely to do. I want to say this is likely, okay? But this should be a quick move, and literally a wick down before a move up, and that move up should be the start of the bull market. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't put that past the market to do, because this does look to me like 3 A, all this shit is B, and that's C. This is a pivot. to come back down. Okay. So yeah, that's my read on the market, my friends. Guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. Don't be surprised if we get a quick wick down before the actual crazy start of the bull market. Okay? So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. I hope you're having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for the live stream. Take care.